Hey there, music world. John here from What's Spinning. Hope everybody's doing well. Here tonight to chat about this latest album from Robyn. It's called Sexistential. Swedish pop star phenomenon. She's been at it since the mid-90s. She's been putting out records. And for a long time, I'm going to be honest, her discography and me weren't always on the same page. Her debut, Robyn Is Here, had some great moments like Do You Know What It Takes? But for the most part, as far as like a modern pop record goes in the mid-90s, I thought this thing was pretty faceless. Her follow-ups, My Truth and Don't Stop the Music, I had a lot of the same issues with. There were certainly some very flashy and brilliant moments, but it sounded like Robyn was getting closer and closer to a sound that she could identify with. And for my money, she did that with 2008's Robyn. And suddenly, I got it. The charisma, the passion, the swagger, the sex positivity. It all clicked for me. And her big breakthrough, milestone record, Body Talk, I have nothing bad to say about either. This album just cemented everything for her, and it's just pure pop swagger. Now, I was shocked to see that it took her quite a long time to follow up Body Talk. Yeah, we had to wait a real long time for her Honey record, but outside of the lead single, Missing You, I was really underwhelmed with this project. It was okay, but I really wasn't sold at the end of the day. I thought she had a lot better projects under her belt. Now, leading up to this thing, I certainly had my reservations, but she was dropping some pretty solid singles. Let's chat about this thing. Right out of the gate, though, she does kick this album off with Really Real, which is just a fantastic way to start this record. It's flashy, it's glossy, it's got some nods to disco as well, but nothing here seems, mimicry. There doesn't seem to be any tailcoat riding going on here. Everything feels organic. And Robyn's swagger is completely intact. This is a great intro. Really love Dopamine as well. This thing is massive. It's one of the more larger-than-life sounding cuts here, especially in the production. And like a lot of other Robyn tracks, I'm going to be honest, a lot of this cut pulls from different eras and sort of different sounds of pop. This album as a whole kind of comes off that way, but nothing really feels stitched together ever. No, this is just a damn anthem from Robyn. No hesitations here. It's a great one. I really like It Don't Mean a Thing as well. This is like my lane as far as Robyn's music goes. I love the deconstructed beat and how it still, packs quite a punch. And Robyn's performance, once again, the swagger is ridiculous. And it's not reinventing her sound, but I don't think it needed to, because this track is just cool. Now, I will say, this album is pretty short, shorter than I expected to. It's 9 tracks in under half an hour. And not all of them hit, like Blow My Mind, for example. This one, for me, this hurts a little. This is a very polished album with a lot of things going on, but this is one of the first few tracks where it's all sounded ugly. Vocal effects, production tricks, they're all over this track, but it just seems like overcompensating to me. And Sucker for Love, for what it's worth, I think it's the worst track here. Robyn's always blended styles, but this one, once again, sounds messy. This sounds like her throwing a lot at the wall, seeing what sticks, and what sticks isn't that good. It's just clashing ideas with no real cohesion. It's disappointing. And Sexistential, this album's title track, another single leading up to this record. I want to like this. I've tried to like this. And credit where it's due, Robyn has always leaned into sexuality in a very bold and classy way, but here, it just seems sad and overkill. The instrumental doesn't really hit either. I don't know, this one's a miss. However, I will say this, there's a lot to Robyn's music still to be had, and in a lot of ways, I much rather would listen to this over Honey. Talk to me, as far as I'm concerned, this is track of the album and the best single here. It's sweaty, it's disco-driven, it's incredibly catchy. This hook is absolutely ridiculous, and I just love how sweaty this comes off. I mean, for the most part, this is one of the best pop singles I've heard all year. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. It's also the kinkiest track here, and she's earned. And not only that, but Robyn ends this album off in a very grandiose way. Like Light Up shows Robyn getting a little introspective, and it works nicely. Her vocals feel very direct and huge, almost overwhelming in the best way. And Into the Sun as a finale is actually pretty wild, maybe my favorite deep cut here. It's spacey, it's ambitious, it's a little futuristic, it's a little bit weird to hear this track end this album off, just because I would have loved to hear more of this style of music on this record. I mean, that little funk that's going on underneath on this track makes this come off really expansive. I'm really impressed with this as a finale. Overall, this is a very decent record from Robyn. This isn't her rewriting her book hooks, trying anything wildly new. A lot of this album is just like her staying in her lane. However, what she did this time around that she failed to do on Honey was bring the passion, bring the hooks, bring that sweaty charisma as well. I mean, yeah, she's done better projects in the past, but as far as modern synth-pop and electropop goes, this is very viable and a very strong reason to still check out Robyn's stuff. I'm feeling a very decent 7 on this album. Let me know what you all think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're feeling froggy, turn those notifications on and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.